Good morning, everyone. This is Connie Myers. It's Saturday morning. It's 10 o'clock, so it must be to 70 and beyond. Good morning, and I hope that after several weeks of self-isolation that I still have a smile on your face. And so today what we're going to talk about is your cup half full right now, or is it half empty? For some of you, it might be half empty, and for others, it's half full. So what makes the difference? The difference is what we do with our mind. Do you have a resilient mind? In the emergency management world, they talk a lot about resilience. And resilience is the ability to bounce back and even make things better than they were before. So a lot of people are talking about the new norm. What is the new norm after we get all done with this? What does that look like? And how do we take the gifts that we are learning from this and apply them and learn from the lessons and things that we are going through? Well, first of all, it really boils down to how you feel in letting the brain think in a positive manner. And right now, that's not easy. There's some really terrible things going on, and people are dying. But if we keep a resilient mind, we will be able to come through this and be able to be stronger and better. One of the things that FEMA talks about is when you build back better, and you learn from the lessons that the flood or whatever disaster is going on at the time of the fire. How can you build back better so that it's less likely to happen again in the future? So what are some lessons that we're taking from this? First of all, I have to say, I think our personal hygiene has improved immensely with washing our hands better and being more cognizant of what we're doing and how we're touching our face. And I forget the number, but it's some astronomical number of how many times we touch our face every day. Anyway, so I have a terrible habit when I'm talking or when I'm thinking I've got my hands on my face. So what are some of the other lessons? To be prepared. To be prepared. And these courses that I'm writing on disasters, I'm talking a lot about preparedness. And some people think they are prepared, and then they find out that maybe not so much. So how do you switch your mindset so that your cup is full? Not just half full, but full. Well, you do it with laughter. You do it with getting rid of the self-talk. And how do you get rid of the self-talk? Well, you write down things you're grateful for. You find things to laugh at, and you find things to celebrate your successes. Last weekend, or actually it was before the weekend, I think it was like on Thursday, my cousin's niece asked her to get her friends together and please make masks for, she oversees a hospital. And they had just donated 181 beds for patients with coronavirus. And she realized that she didn't have enough masks. So she called her cousin, or her aunt, my cousin, and asked her if she could have people make masks. In a weekend, we made 245 masks to help her at her hospital. And this is what she did. She took a picture. This is Lizzie and two of her nurses' friends. She oversees this hospital, and they're making a great deal of difference. So maybe you don't know how to sew. Maybe, I mean, people are being really, really ingenious about what they're doing and how they're doing to help others. I was reading about, there's all kinds of examples, but I'll only give you a couple. I was reading about this couple they were back east somewhere, and they have a doggy daycare. Well, doggies are not going to daycare right now. So what they're doing is they are taking care of the first responders, the nurses, the doctors, the police, anybody that's out working. They're taking care of their dogs. People are buying people's groceries. There was an elderly woman that got to the checkout counter with her food and didn't have enough money, so the person behind her paid for her groceries. All these little things that you can do, and what does that do to your brain? Well, it's very interesting. You cannot be grateful and have fear at the same time. Great gratitude washes away fear. You also can't laugh and have anxiety at the same time. So I talked last week about the best medicine. Today, I want you to think about an act of kindness that you can do to add to your repertoire that will help your brain. In your brain, you get rid of the cortisol that's in your brain when you do something like gratitude or success, celebrating successes or acts of kindness. You get rid of that and you add to it DHEA and oxytocin. Oxytocin is known as the cuddle hormone. Now, we can't do a lot of physical hugging right now, but we certainly can do a lot of hugging in generosity. So let's think about this week. And I would love to hear some of the things that you've heard other people doing, and because there's so many, but we just need to be reminded as we're sitting in our houses alone that there's still people out there. We can still reach out. Thank goodness for technology. And I can't even tell you how many Zoom conversations this week and reaching out to people. Tomorrow, Easter Sunday, have your Easter dinner or your Passover meal with your family online. You can still celebrate. You can still do it. So think of ways that you can actually reach out to others and support them. And you know what that'll do? That'll make you feel better. So this week, find an act of kindness that you can do and reach out to others. So um, I'm going to leave you. I've been showing videos, and I found another really good one. This one is really good. If you're at home with a bunch of kids, then I suggest that you watch this video with them because it's pretty hilarious. So let me see here. I'm going to share. I hope you've enjoyed that. So have a beautiful week this week. Find an act of kindness that you can do. It not only helps somebody else, but it will serve you to keep your cup full. Take care. Bye now.
So, my friends,